Hey guys, it is Damak here and welcome back to episode 8 of my Caterham My Team Career Mode here on F1 26. If you didn't see last episode, I would highly recommend you go back and check it out. Key and Shields once again breaking the front wing end plate, and it wasn't a race that we were very proud of. We had scored points in Miami, we didn't get points back in Canada. We're battling Stanek and Colapinto for 13th place. We hit the curb a bit too hard at the final corner and Key and Shields was round. We've got a horrible non-point scoring streak going on for Key and Shields. Roman Stanek obviously scored in Miami, but it's not been a good few rounds for Caterham ever since we put the AI up to 110, or well, since we got caught with that illegal front wing, but we've still scored points. We've scored 2 points since then. And this time though, it is the race that everyone wants to win, the most prestigious one on the calendar. It is the Monaco Grand Prix. This track is quite an outlier compared to the other 23 on the calendar, so we won't really know if these upgrades are good until we get to Spain. But Roman Stanek is going to get the MG UK bearings because he is the Audi chosen driver. And I think I'm going to give the brake ducts to Key and Shields, yes. I wasn't quite sure if this was our second iteration of the brake ducts, but Key and Shields will get the brake ducts. We're going to develop the front wing end plates and also the MG UK bearings. So that should be with us before Austria. And the end plate should be with us before the British Grand Prix. Roman Stanek's retirement from the last round was the control electronics, so that went bust in Canada sprint race. Obviously there's no long straights here in Monaco, and if you've seen the previous few videos you'll know that the Audi engine does not like long straights. It just doesn't seem to perform that well, so this circuit should be suited to us. Let's go into practice, try and do all the programs, get a purple score, all the resource points, and try and keep it out of the wall. We did get purple in every single practice program. We did miss out on 2 development boosts through the race strategy and the qualifying pace, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. We got maximum resource points and it's time to head into qualifying, where it looks like our pace isn't too shabby. The estimated position is 11th, so that's good for us. I mean, it shows that we could potentially sneak into Q3 tomorrow in qualifying. I think our transponder was broken. Look at that track map. That is bugging out.
Now, if you ask anyone who's raced here, they'll tell you, nowhere in the world is more important to get a high qualifying position than here on the windy, chicaney, challenging streets of Monaco. We're about to set the grid for tomorrow's race, but potentially for the end of the race too. So welcome along, everyone, to the Monaco Grand Prix qualifying.
They're down to Tabak, need to be very careful not to bin it in the wall. Roman Stanek keeps it out for now through the swimming pool. A bit of boost. Don't know if that was worth it or not, as we nearly hit the wall. At the exit of the swimming pool section, we're through Raskas. We're nearly doing a Michael Schumacher, and this first lap here is just going to have to be a banker because we're all over the place. The car is so slidey. Let's see where it puts us when we cross the lines. Sainz comes out the pits. We go P5, but we're just going to drop for now. I don't think that lap was any good at all, but we were so slidey on that lap. We nearly hit the wall twice through Raskas and through the swimming pool, so there is a lot of time in that lap. We just need to find it. Sainz, what are you doing, mate? Sainz, oh, mate. What on earth was Sainz doing there? I'm on a slow lap. I'm going to go again on these tyres and see if we can get a quicker lap time, but I'm not quite sure what Sainz was doing. We let Colapinto and Leclerc through. That was a bit of a traffic jam in itself, and then Sainz went through and then just stopped right in front of me, so nearly hit the back of him. We're going to go again and see what we can muster on this second lap here on these tyres. I don't think they'll be any quicker, but we'll just give it a go just so we're getting used to qualifying. I think we've got Piastri behind us. Or is it Sainz again? It is Sainz, sorry. I thought Piastri had overtaken him up through Massenet. See if we can get a better lap than last time. Just as a banker, but so squarely through there. Oh, we've lost it, we've lost it. Oh, luckily, we haven't binned the car off in the session. We just did a 360. That was close as we hit the bump through the casino square. We lost it right in front of Sainz, and that's what he gets. His lap destroyed after what he did. He tried to crash into us last lap. But we're going to come in, change the tyres, and go again on a fresh set because that was quite scary, actually. I thought we were going to lose the front tyre, but it's all good. We didn't even get any front wing damage, I don't think, so whew, lucky one. We got off with one there. We're just about on par with our previous lap. This is where we messed up on the first one, and we've nailed that compared to our first lap now through Raskas. Just need to not go deep. I'm not going to have time to look at the delta as we go through Antonino. Now try not to wheel spin it through the exit. There we go. We're about 2/10 up. We're losing time towards the line. We're going to go for another one. We're up to P13, but I don't know what everyone else is doing, so we're going to go for another lap and see what we can do. Just need to stay out of the wall. Oh no. Oh no, we've invalidated our lap and we're P16, I think. Has everyone crossed the line? I think so. Are we going to be out here? Russell's sitting in P17. We've got a McLaren and a Cadillac coming towards the line now. Where are they going to go? The Cadillac hasn't improved. I think we're through. We're through. We're through. Oh, wow. I think we are anyway. I hope nobody else has to do a lap. Are we through? Are we through? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. By 300ths of a second, we have snuck into Q2. Bottas obviously didn't improve. He was last across the line along with a McLaren. Russell just snuck through by 4,000ths of a second. Kean Shields starting last position once again. I think that's how many? 6 in a row? Bottas, Lindblad, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Stroll and Colapinto join our teammate out in Q1. Let's go into Q2 and hopefully we can have a less stressful session. Antonelli down in 14th though. Maybe the Mercedes just aren't suited to this track. Let's head into Q2 and see what we can do and hopefully stay out the wall and hopefully no spins through Casino Square. As we're down through Mirabel now, we're a bit deep. Oh, we've nearly Nico Rosberg'd it. We're going to have to do better on the second lap. This lap might be a write-off for now. I haven't commentated on this lap, so I think it's an absolute nightmare, but we're going to cross the line and see where we go. Start our second lap. Oh, we're up to 12th. That lap wasn't as bad as I thought. Maybe not commentating is the way to go, but we'll try and commentate on this lap and see how we get on. We're just almost a 10th up. We're out of battery, up the hill. What can we do? If we can get Mirabel right, we might have a chance of Q3 here. Oh, as we mount the curb through the Casino Square. Somehow we're not in the red. Oh, we are now under braking, but we went so wide at Mirabel. We should gain that back, and we do. Now, Grand Hotel hairpin. Mount the curb. I think we're about equal with our delta. Yes, we are. We need to pull out a lap of our lifetime here through Portier. No. We can get a good lap here. In the final sector, we could possibly get through to Q3, but I'm not quite sure on that. We're just about equal with our lap from before. So we need to pull out all the stops. All the stops through the Nouvelle Chicane. Mounting that curb. No track limit warning though. Through Tabac, we need to send it, and we have. We've tapped the wall. Probably broken suspension in real life, but nothing's happened to our car here. Mounting the curb once again through the swimming pool, very sideways. I don't think this lap is going to be any better, but we're giving it a go. Roman Stanek. A lot of wheel spin through Anthony Noakes now. We're about equal to the other time. You can see there, we're just about half a 10th up. We crossed the line now. Where does it put us? Are we even through? 13th position. We tried our best. The car was so slidey there, but we're starting in a solid position tomorrow in P13. Homeboy hero Charles Leclerc tops the session. Can he replicate that in Q3? I'm not too sure. Both Mercedes, after their horrible Q1, get through to Q3. Roman Stanek, P13. I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy. It's a good position to start from tomorrow. With a good strategy, you never know where we will be. We're 7/10ths away from Q3. I don't think it was possible. I gave it my all on that lap. Probably pushed a little bit too hard. Should have had a broken suspension on the exit to back, but the game was very lenient to me there. We've beaten Alonso, beaten Behrman, Bortoleto and Perez. We've lost out to Lawson and Ocon, but they're all out with us in Q2. I'm very happy with that. And we're the quickest Audi powertrain. Happy days. Let's head into the Monaco Grand Prix. Can we get points? We're in a prime position. Let's see what Roman Stanek can do.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Albon, Lando Norris and Antonelli, Russell, Hadjar, Piastri and Pierre Gasly, Lawson, Ocon, Roman Stanek and Alonso, Behrman, Bortoleto, Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas, Lindblad, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Colapinto, and Kian Shields rounds off the grid.
No rain forecast today. I've been trying to put it to a one-stop. I know the 2025 race was mandatory two-stop. The 2026 race, I believe they changed it back to just being a one-stop. I'm not quite sure if that'll be quicker or not. We've underfueled the car. We're going to go for it in Monaco. Roman Stanek starting P13. Whoa, okay. Okay, Alonso. There's a mix of strategies on the grid here. Oscar Piastri, the only car on the softs, and he starts in 9th. Everyone else on the medium or the hard, obviously. But around us, we got Lawson on the medium, Alonso on the medium behind as well. And we just need to make sure that Aston Martin doesn't get past us. But we're in position. We're waiting for our teammate Kian Shields to line up for round 8 of the season here on the streets of Monaco. We've got the lights on. There's 4, 5 red lights. And that was a very quick one. The lights are right here in Monaco. A lot of wheel spin. But we're going to get past Ocon up towards turn 1. He's not going to be able to block us off anymore. Can we get Gasly? Will we touch with another floor damage? What is going on? We've been hit again. What happened there? That surely was not my fault again. We've got floor damage here in Monaco. We've been taken out. That surely was not my fault again, was it? We've got floor damage. We've just got to go with it and see where this race takes us. But we've caught up to the back of the pack already. Maybe I did squeeze them if they were 3 wide, but I didn't notice. That's the thing. I did not notice they were 3 wide. Oh, it was looking so good in towards turn 1, but unfortunately we're last position. Looking good for points, but we've got a fight back on our hands.
Very worn out MG UK. Our battery charge speed is suffering, and if it gets much worse, we could be forced to retire.
Forced to retire for the MG UK. I don't even think it's that worn, is it? 56%. Surely you can work for a race. We're in Monaco, for flip's sake. We don't need to charge the... Well, the batteries charge much more than any other track, so I guess that's the only good thing here. But we've got damage, and we just need to manage this floor damage and try and come back through the pack. We're going to go up the inside of our teammate Kian Shields at Raskas. Try not force him in the wall. We've got overtake mode. I don't know if that's going to do much though, but we've got a wounded Caterham here. We've got Ocon in the pits along with Alonso, so maybe it was them two. Thank you very much, Mark. So need to watch out on temperatures, but it must have been Alonso and Ocon that we collided with. They're both in the pit lane going for a different strategy. Maybe they broke the front wing. But on lap 2, it's going to be a very long Monaco Grand Prix. See, we just can't take the speed that we have through in qualifying through there. Obviously, we're on a slower tyre and we've got a damaged car, but we just need to try and have fun here in Monaco and see what we can muster up. But boost mode on towards Santa Vot. Can we possibly get past Colapinto? We're going to send one. He's... Whoa. That was very close with Colapinto there. We did send one up the inside, but he just closed the door on us. A very, very long Monaco Grand Prix. Do we pit, get a new set of tyres on and just try and catch up to the back of this pack? I'm not really sure what to do here. Oh, what a nice line through the Nouvelle chicane again. Can we get a run on Colapinto? No, not this lap. We're just stuck behind here. Alonso's caught up a second to us on that the last 2 laps, so maybe we should have pit. Oh, we're very close to the wall there. Didn't want any damage through Raskas. We're not going to be close enough to have a go at Colapinto. Maybe into Anthony Noakes. No, not the final corner. We don't want to cause any safety car or whatever. Very squirrely. Whoa, that was very close. Very, very squirrely. Thank you very much, Mark. I know we have damage to the floor from turn 1, but very squirrely on the final corner, and that almost ended in disaster for Roman Stanek. We've lost a bit of time to Colapinto, but we just need to get our head back in the game, focus, and catch back up. Well, it's not the way we wanted to start the Monaco Grand Prix, and I think it is a racing incident after looking at it again. We're 3 wide towards turn 1, and there is a pinch point there on the left-hand side that pinches the track in a little, and I think we've been caught out by that. On board with the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso, you can see the barrier does come in a little bit on the left-hand side. Very, very annoying, but we'll see what we can do for the rest of the race. Hopefully, everything else goes in our favour. Oh, Max Verstappen's out of the session. Surely in Monaco we'll get a safety car, virtual safety car for that. He's out at turn 1. I'm not sure if it was just an engine failure or if he had any damage. Looks like he's in the wall, but I'm not quite sure. Nothing for that from Max Verstappen, unfortunately. We're up to P20. I guess that's something. Right, we're going to try something different this lap. We're going to come into the pits. I know it's a bit early for the hard tyres, but we're going to be in the pit lane and see what we can do with a fresh set of tyres. We're going to come out behind Alonso and Ocon, obviously, as you can see them just coming through the swimming pool section there. But we'll just give it a go. We've got nothing to lose. We've already got this damage. Optimal turning again. Look at that. We're getting professional at this now. Good stop from the team, please. 2.5 seconds. There we go. Medium tyres on. And we're going to come out just behind. Come on. Go. Go. I press the button. I swear I press the button. We're a bit slow off the exit. Don't want to cross the pit exit line though. But we've come out 5 seconds behind Ocon. We could maybe catch that up soon, and hopefully we can undercut some of the cars that were in front of us with some good pace. That's all I want, and then we can figure out strategy from there, because we had nothing to lose. We just couldn't catch up to Colapinto again after our squirm through the final corner. So we'll just give it a go here. Fresh tyres, different strategy. You never know what we can come up with here. Roman Stanek, I'm not expecting points with him, but a good finish would be nice. We're catching up to them. We've mounted the curbs through the Nouvelle chicane there, but we can see the two cars that we collided with at turn 1. Right in front of us, we've closed that 5-second gap to Ocon down to 1.5 in about 2 laps, so we are flying. I'm surprised Colapinto or Hulkenberg haven't covered us off with a strategy. They've not come into the pits yet, so surely we've undercut them, but we're yet to find out. We'll have to see when they pit. I think they're both on the hard tyres, so we'll have to wait a few more laps. I think it was lap 15. But right now, we're closing up to Esteban Ocon. Ocon very squarely through Mirabo. We're right behind him on the hairpin, so this has been a good few laps from Roman Stanek. We've got the pace anyway in clear air, maybe not in the dirty air of an Alpine like we were with Colapinto, but a good exit from Portier. We could possibly make a move in towards the Nouvelle chicane. We're going to have to go to the inside, maybe. The outside isn't going to work. Up the inside of Esteban Ocon. He's going to turn down on us though. We've just made it stick, but he's gone deep. He's gone deep on the exit of the chicane. Look at the drive we've got in this Caterham. We're past the Haas. And we're up into 22nd position. Very, very dodgy there. I thought we'd try up the inside, and then I realised it wouldn't work. We just managed to not make contact with him. But thankfully, it's all worked out. There's some cars in the pit lane. I'm not quite sure who it is, but where are they going to come out in relation to Alonso and myself? They're just coming out. I think it's an RB and an Aston Martin. We've undercut Lindblad and Stroll. So this strategy might not be all that bad. Whoa, very squarely through the final corner. There's someone coming out the pits. I'm not quite sure who it is. It must be Bortoleto. It is, as Nico Hulkenberg and Carlos Sainz came in the lap before. We've undercut all these cars. I'm not quite sure where that puts us in the pecking order, but it's looking good so far. I think our strategy is a bit offset compared to them, obviously. So I don't know, but we need to get past Alonso and Shields as soon as possible, because Ocon is doing a good job of keeping Lindblad and the other new tyre runners behind. This race might come to us a bit more here. We're on the back of Alonso. We'd nearly hit him in the hairpin, but thankfully we don't. Maybe a good exit off of Portier, and we could be up the inside of the Nouvelle chicane. I don't think so. We're very squarely. No, we've got to wait. We've got to wait. Oh, wow. As soon as we put the boost on there, we just nearly spun it. This is the closest we've been to the back of that Aston Martin, but we just can't seem to get the run off the final corner. There's someone else in the pit lane. It is Sergio Perez. Alonso goes up the inside of Stanek. Hopefully he lets us through as well. We're a bit squarely through turn 1. The back end wanted to kick out, and again on the exit, these tyres going off a lot quicker than I thought. Bottas has come out the pits as well ahead of us, so we've not been able to undercut Bottas, but we just need to get past Stanek as quick as possible, because although Ocon's doing a good job of holding everyone up, Shields is doing a good job as well of holding everyone up, so we need to get past their teammate quickly. A good exit off of Portier would be lovely, and we get past our teammate Kean Shields. I think we are. We're just going to save the boost. We have to lift off a little bit just to get the run on our teammate. Surely he doesn't defend into the Nouvelle chicane. No, he doesn't, but we're up the inside. A bit of a lock-up, but we get the move done. We're up to P15, and hopefully Shields doesn't come in this lap, because that would be pretty disappointing. Surely the team have worked it out well that he can stay out a bit longer and hold everyone else up while we run away with Alonso. The tyres are going off a lot quicker than I expected, but we're behind Alonso. Oh, he pits, but gives us overtake mode, so we can just push on this lap. Just need to be careful on every exit, because the tyres are just lighting up so quickly. Shields has stayed out, and hopefully he keeps everyone behind for a little bit longer, so we can build that gap even further. I think Lindblad might have a go into towards turn 1. I don't think so. And Kean Shields for another lap will keep all of that train behind. He's doing us wonders, is Kean. Roman Stanek is going to drive off into the distance. So Kian has come into the pits there at the end of lap 17 and given us a 5-second gap to Lundblad behind. We currently sit P12. This might be on merit, I'm not quite sure, but the cars in front are way ahead. So if they pit now, they'll probably come out in front of us. Oh, Colapinto's out. Any safety car? No, nothing. Colapinto is out there at Mirabel, but no safety car or virtual safety car for that as we go a bit deep into the Nouvelle Chicane. We just need to try and keep this gap to Lundblad.
Behind 1 second.
Yeah, our tyres are going off. We're dropping a second to Lundblad behind per lap, which is not good, but I think we're coming in on lap 23 or 24, so we'll give it a few more laps and just extend this one so that our final medium tyre stint is much nicer to us. But we're in the pits now. Lundblad and Co had caught up to us. We've got someone joining us. That is Carlos Sainz as well. Hopefully this stop is good from the Caterham boys if we can get back out on this different strategy, and hopefully it's a good end to the race. But no slow tyres, I don't think. 2.4 seconds. That's amazing, guys. That's amazing. We're coming back out in 19th position. 20th position, sorry. Shields has just gone through, but we're out the pit lane on this new set of mediums, and it'll be nicer towards the end. Surely we won't be at 75%. I've got 2.6 seconds to Sainz behind, 3.5 in front to Kian Shields, but we've got brand new tyres, so it shouldn't be a bother getting past their teammate once again. I don't know what strategy Alonso and Ocon are on. I don't know. Surely they have to pit again, surely. Lundblad and Bortoleto have come in, and they've come out behind us, so the overcut has not worked for them. We can hopefully get past Shields very quickly, and then he'll hold up everyone else, and it'll be a nice finish to this Grand Prix. There's 14 laps left of the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's try and get Shields in towards the Nouvelle Chicane. We think we've timed the run very nicely. Surely he doesn't go defensive, and he lets us through. Shields, come on. Come on, Shields. Team orders, mate. What are you doing? Let us through. We're on the slower tyre, but we're past our teammate after a bit of fight from him. Obviously, he's not happy. He's losing the teammate battle. But let's see what we can do. We'll just push on. We've got 9 seconds to Ocon and Alonso in front. So we'll see how it all ends up once they pit. I don't know if they have to pit again, actually. This is the problem. Kian Shields not playing the teammate game as good as he did last time. Carlos Sainz got past him, and now he's 1.1 seconds behind us. We're going to have to worry about the Williams. Luckily, we're in Monaco. We're overtaking. It is awfully difficult. We had to take 2 stabs at it, getting through Portier, trying to get the steering round, but Carlos Sainz might be a threat towards the end. He's on the hard tyres, so once our mediums go, he'll be right there. But that is that queue with Alonso and Ocon in it. I'm not sure who's at the front of the queue. There's 3 cars there. Kian came in on that last lap, and so did Esteban Ocon, so we've got Alonso right in front of us. Although we had the contact with Ocon and Alonso in towards turn 1, this has been a fun race. I've enjoyed trying to fight back. It's just a shame, because where could we have been if it wasn't for this floor damage? We might have been battling for points. We never know. But through the tunnel, we're almost on the back of this Aston Martin. We've got Sainz right behind us as well, and we're in a Spanish sandwich at the moment. Alonso peels into the pits, but gives us overtake mode just like last time. Happy days. We can maybe pull away from Sainz on the straight, but it's not looking too likely. We're going to be battling Sainz for P12 then in this race. I can't imagine we'll be any further up the field, as we've got 19 seconds to Behrman in front. Unless there's a safety car, then we're going to be battling Sainz for P12. Oh, safety car. Virtual safety car is out. I'm not quite sure what's happened. Why did that come out? Nobody's retired, I don't think. It's giving us a nice chance to save fuel, I guess. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at the fuel. We're still minus 0.3. The virtual safety car is out thanks to Kimi Antonelli. At the final corner, the Mercedes drivers spun, hit the wall and lost an end plate. This has elevated Alex Albon up to 3rd position, and the Italian will not be happy after that. There's a handful of laps to go, and he's ruined his own race. That was a quick virtual safety car. I'm not quite sure what caused it though. Nobody dived into the pits for a free pit stop, but we've saved a bit of fuel, happily. Antonelli's in the pits, but it's not going to worry us. He's on the soft tyre, so he would get past anyway if he was coming out behind us. But down the main straight, we've just got to boost and keep Carlos Sainz behind. Carlos Sainz goes to the outside through turn 1, but we're not going to let that happen. Sorry, mate. Sainz is attacking round the outside and towards turn 1, but we're not going to let that happen. Sainz, you're going to get shoved out. The team are offering me a different strategy. We've not got that much weight on the tyres. We've only got 3 laps left as well, so there's no point coming in for a fresh set of tyres. Luckily, we had that 10-second gap to Lundblad, because we're now in the fuel target. We're not going to run out of fuel, which is something I forgot about halfway through the race, to save fuel, because I was trying to push the whole time. But thankfully, we're looking all good. So on the final lap here, Carlos Sainz hasn't really challenged us that much. A few times into the first corner. Charles Leclerc has won the race. The homeboy has won in Monaco once again. I think that's the second time he's won at home. Lawson had a 10-second penalty. I'm not quite sure why. But Antonelli, with the fastest lap, is going to get 11th. No points for him today. Stanek, if we can hold Carlos Sainz at bay, we are going to get 12th, which is a fantastic result. When we think about what happened at turn 1, we come through Anthony Nogues, and it is going to be 12th place for Caterham with the Williams right behind us. Roman Stanek gets P12, and it's just, I don't know what to think of that. It was a fantastic race again, but it was a great race. But then again, there's no points. Monaco's probably one of the easiest tracks to get points at. Lots of Ferrari 1-2. Albon got third. Oh, no way. I know he had a good qualifying, but I thought he'd drop down the top 10. That's going to really ruin us in the constructor standings. We were battling Alpine and Williams, and they're going to be flying away. No wonder Carlos Sainz was so quick behind us. Obviously, that Williams was very quick today. I already didn't know what to think after turn 1 and the damage and everything, and we just had to put a different strategy on, and that strategy worked. We gained positions again. We're up to 12th. We undercut a lot of people, and it worked. But Albon third. Wow. Gasly got points as well for Alpine, so it's a day of what could have been, and we've lost a lot of ground here for Caterham. But for the second race in a row, it's not McLaren who's won, so McLaren have been knocked off their perch. They're going to have to try and get back on it soon enough, but just disappointing really today. I just don't know. Lawson got a 10-second penalty. I'm not quite sure what that was for. We'll have a look at that. So Antonelli had that collision with Albon, and Liam Lawson got a penalty for ignoring the yellow flag. But for Roman Stanek, it is 12th position today after an unfortunate turn 1 collision with Ocon and Alonso. Cian Shields gets 22nd, last on the road, last across the line, as Franco Colapinto and Max Verstappen retired from the Grand Prix. I just can't believe today. It's just unfortunate when you look at it. But Lando Norris leads the way in the Drivers' Championship ahead of Piastri and Russell. Leclerc catches up to all of them with that win today. Hamilton has found his form in this season. He had a horrible start to the season, but with that second place again today, he's back in it. Maybe not back in the championship, but he's back fighting for good positions. Albon's first ever podium with Williams brings him closer to Antonelli than he is to Gasly, as Gasly's points brings him further away from the Caterham boys as well. Roman Stanek 12th and Cian Shields 14th. Liam Lawson jumping Cian Shields there with that 10th place finish. McLaren still have that healthy lead at the top of the constructors, while Ferrari, Mercedes and Red Bull battle for second. Williams are all by themselves in 5th position, while we are battling Alpine for 6th, but they're slowly getting away race by race. Racing Bulls, Haas and Audi are a bit further back. Well, Behrman got Haas's first points of the season. They'll be delighted with him. Ocon, not so much after that incident. Cadillac and Aston Martin yet to score. Obviously, Roman Stanek took Cadillac's first points away from them on the penultimate lap in Miami. But just what could have been race. We had a good strategy, and Monaco of all places, the AI maybe aren't the best. So we did have a good chance to get points today, and unfortunately, we couldn't do that. It's a Ferrari 1-2 here on the streets of Monte Carlo, with the home hero taking home the special first place trophy. Albon will be happy with 3rd as well, whereas I am not very happy with our race and with Albon's result. It's a what could have been race for Caterham today. Unfortunately, Roman Stanek, after that fantastic start, got taken out by Esteban Ocon in towards turn 1. Then we had contact with Alonso and the floor was broken. I'm not happy at all, to be honest. It was such a good race after that. We had a good strategy, but it's just if we had got through turn 1 cleanly, we might have been able to get some points. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more Caterham career. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the video. Any feedback is muchly appreciated. But thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in Barcelona.